Well, as you can probably see, I've decided to have another little rearrange and a good sort out. Purely because of this little beauty. This is our new Voltanic solar inverter. So it has like an MPPT charger in it, inverter in it as well. And it can also be connected to generator, or the grid as they call it. And so yeah, I'm sorting out putting sockets. And I was like, well, if I'm putting sockets everywhere, I want them to be where they need to go. And I knew roughly where they needed to go, but ultimately it meant sorting everything out. Now I have made a video on that, so if you are interested, please go and watch it. It's an amazing bit of kit that Voltanic have given us. Because what it is going to do is give us 240 sockets. And, you know, I have my chop saw. It is 110, but I do have a transformer, so I will just have to run things through that. I have a lot of 110 tools, obviously, from being on site. But like this, the bandsaw and the pillar drill, that's 240. And I think I want it to sit on top of the generator. So I've got a double socket to put over here, and I've got a double socket to put over there. I moved this racking around as well. I just didn't like how it was working over here, just because it's got, the racking isn't perfectly straight. It has the kick out for it, because seats used to go up against it. So yeah, they were just interfering with each other, so I decided to put them together where they are flat, and now we have a good bit of racking. And the chair, I decided to take the legs off of it, and now it's just sort of like a rocker. I can move it around wherever I want, sit down and just rock there and think. It's my thinking chair. So that has given it a nice open feel now, which I do like. So on the truck I used to have a lid that used to come up and down, and it was here behind the chop saw. Well, I've actually put that on the back of this truck now, and we've been able to put stuff on top. Kayaks have been strapped up, and now I think I need to sort this bench out. Right, I'll just quickly run through what I'm going to build here. So in this corner we've got the generator, and that is going to stay there just because I have made a hole in the back of this for a duct in. And it sends the noise that way. It kind of stops the noise going that way towards us in the motorhome. But to be honest, once you walk down the track, you can barely hear this. It's really good. But I am going to enclose it just to reduce it a little bit more for when I'm in here, because it's not nice. But hopefully we're not going to have to run it as much. But what that does mean is that this worktop here, it can actually be lower. It's just wasted space around here. I'm going to leave obviously enough room around it for ventilation and stuff like that. But yeah, this means that can come lower, which would be really nice for the bandsaw. So that's why I'm going to have the bandsaw here. It's then going to step up to the height that it is now. We'll have the pillar drill. So then this will be our little 240 corner. Obviously, if I'm not using pillar drills, I can take it out and put a charger in. And then it's going to come across here. My van vault, which is down here, is going to be put underneath here. And then we're going to have the welder. So this is actually a little caster. You can't see it in the video. There's a little caster down here. Fuck it. So my welder used to sit on this, and I want it to sit back on here. And so I'm going to make it so this can just roll in and roll out if I ever need to use the welder. And I've got a little compressor down here as well, and that's going to sit on top on a shelf. This will then be storage. I'm not sure what for yet. That then means that the van vault can go underneath here, and then we'll have a shelf for a little bit of storage. Now in this corner, I actually want to build a cupboard, purely because I've got paints, oils, petrol and diesel, and I think I would just like it to be in a cupboard, because obviously we do have a generator in here. So yeah, we're going to have a little chemical cupboard in the corner here, and then sitting on top is going to be my extractor. And then on the extractor we're going to have this fitting. We don't need all of this pipe. And then that's just going to send like a 32mm pipe down here to the chop saw, but then also another one which will come in really handy if I've got something like the track saw on the go here, or a router, planer, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to get some decent flexi hose for that. Maybe have it coming across here and I can just put it down from the ceiling. Bang on 12 o'clock. Gonna go have some lunch, come back, crack on with this. Love one of these days. like that. Yeah! Such a good height. I'm actually well chuffed with that. Now, I was originally going to put the socket there, but I think I could probably move it to that one. Right, I'm really happy with the bandsaw over there. That looks awesome. And so now I'm thinking about the socket. I was originally going to put it behind here, where the bandsaw is, and then have the pillar drill here. But I'm thinking that I can run the lead underneath. Maybe I go in the middle. So I'm going to have about, I don't know, 600 cupboard here probably. Yeah. So, that being that, halfway, maybe I do just put it here. I think that's going to make the most sense. Let's do that. What a day this has been. And what a transformation. I'm going to give you a little tour in a minute. Or it might be tomorrow. I'm quite tired. And my back is hurting. I had to get a chest on the back of that truck. And it's quite heavy. And I did it right at the beginning. And I probably shouldn't have done it. But I'm nearly there. Still obviously doing the electrical project. So I've still got some things out. And yeah, but it looks awesome. This is so much better. This is so much better. Having it open and not feeling so closed off has made it feel a lot more spacious, and getting rid of that and moving that over there. This is I can't wait to use this. I know I need to get a new blade though. It's quite a thick blade on that, and I'd rather something a bit more intricate. Yeah, but I've got electrics as well to sort out over here for charging points. Kind of made the cupboard for like all the chemicals and fuel and stuff like that. But yeah, I still need to finish that off. I've got one sheet left for all the shelves and finishing around the bottom, putting a door on it. Right, the last thing I'm going to do now is go and grab Rachel and get her to see this, because she hasn't seen it for like, I don't know, a good few days now. She hasn't seen anything with the electrical stuff or the utility side that I've done. And obviously she hasn't seen any of this, so yeah. I'm going to go and grab her now. This should be fun. Come over here. I just need to see if your mic's paired.
It's on.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if it's paired. So,
how do I look?
Lovely. Obviously this is all rubbish.
Okay.
So we need to get rid of all of that.
Cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. How big it is.
Yeah, I actually can't believe how much space you've made. The kayaks are actually quite cool up there.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're all up there now. I put the old truck bed cover over this. So that's actually like good storage.
Idea. This is awesome.
Yep.
What's that? What's holding those up? Did you make that? Or is that
No,
old?
that's what used to be in the riot van. That was where they used to put all the buttons and stuff, I guess.
Oh, you even have space to get your tools out.
I do. One thing you haven't seen though is round here.
Yeah. That looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are you really happy? Oh, you've got a cover over this too.
Yeah, that's over the tank now. It's not too bad.
I actually can't believe how much space you've made in here. It didn't feel possible to get this amount of space in here. Absolutely smashed it.
Thank you. I'm very tired.
I bet you are. I've not even started cooking dinner yet. I've been reading.
Have you actually not?
I've been reading.
I love Terry Pratchett books, and I've just picked up Night Watch for the first time in a really long time. And anyone who knows Terry Pratchett will know that's a really fucking good book. So
I'm so hungry.
Can someone in the comments reinforce that that was worth my time?
I'm so hungry. It's cool.
It looks so good.
Just need to run cables tomorrow now.
You've absolutely smashed it. Oh, I didn't even notice that one up there.
What?
The little
The one that says Elu?
yeah, the
Bandsaw.
bandsaw.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. I'll go get dinner on. Oh, and the Voltanic kit does look so good.
It does.
That is smart. You're a clever boy, you are. You're so clever, Cam. You're such a clever boy.
Okay, quick little tour. As you can see, this bench thing has gone now, and all of the things are hanging up on the rack. This used to be in Kevlar. This is obviously where they must have had the shields and the truncheons and stuff like that. Yeah. So the back of the truck has now got like a hard top, so we can use it for storage. This is all of the Voltanic 24 volt electrical stuff. And here is our little utility room now. Obviously our washing machine. Grey water goes into here. I actually cut a hole in the sink that we bought, put this sort of grommet stuff around the outside, and now all our pipes come through and it's fine. She didn't even compliment on the tap. Outrageous. Kayaks are hanging up now, out of the way. So I've got my welder, which is on this little roller now, so I can pull it out. Table saw, compressor. I still need to sort out that. That's not fully done. Above the welder is like all welding gear and a box full of welding tools and stuff like that. This is going to be the chemical cupboard. There's the extractor. Shares this socket. That goes to a transformer. Takes it to 110. That is obviously for that. And that's going to have two pipes coming off of it. One going into the chop saw permanently, and one I can have and just move around the workshop as I need it. So I've got my little Clarky pillar drill, a few bits and bobs, loads of tools, blah blah blah, grinder, Elu, bandsaw. Love that there. Generators down there now. It's going to be interesting to see how much quieter that is. I still want to put a door on the front of it and close off the side as well. Here's the Elu thicknesser. This is a big bag of wood that just needs to be burned. So we'll get through that this winter outside. And then yeah, there's the old right van seat, which is just a little rocker now. Well, I'm going to go and chill out until my dinner's ready. But that was a good day. So before I carry on with sorting out the shed, I'm on a quest. So first of all, thank you for everyone that commented on my last video about our off-grid power. And yeah, it seemed like a lot of people actually really enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen it, please go and watch it. It was a good laugh. A lot of you did point out that it's not properly grounded, and you're absolutely right. I do need to ground the solar panels and the unit itself. Now, my good friend Daniel, who's a plumber, sorry about that face, Dan, but he gave me a grounding rod, just randomly. He had it in his van. He was like, "Do you want it?" Yeah, sweet, might come in handy, and it has. However, I gave it to Rachel to help prop up some of her plants, so I'm just trying to find it now. But a lot of you wanted a tour of the garden, so I'll quickly do that as well. I think I might have found it. No, bamboo stick, bamboo stick. There it is. Yes! Oh, look at that. Brilliant. So that's done. let's go and show you around. So the greenhouse is just completely empty at the moment. Obviously it used to be here. Now the reason we put it there to begin with, so that corner is south facing. And so in the summer, really it comes up here, comes over, and then we lose it around here. Obviously coming in winter, we're only going to get that. But this looked like the best spot coming up. We'd get, obviously, this is really hard to bloody show you. We'd get that much of sun, like direct sunlight. But we decided to put it over here purely because this is where we're going to get married. We really love this tree. There's 2 trees. There's like a symbiotic meaning behind it, I guess. And we're going to put a big, giant boulder, like one of those big boys over there. And that's sort of going to be like our oath stone, pretty much. And we'll put a nice little bed around it. We're hoping like a pagoda here. Yeah. So it's been moved from there. It's over there. It's now just empty in there, ready for next year to get started. But we're gonna do a few things. I want to raise it up. I want to put like a border going around it, just a, I don't know, 6x2 border, just to raise it up a little bit more head height. And we need to sort that door out. The door, it's got like a mesh on it, obviously behind all of that. There was a small hole in it, and then Odin found out that we were growing food in there, and he just sort of put his nose in, it ripped a little bit more, and he was like, okay, and just walked straight through it and completely destroyed it. So I think I'm actually going to do like a sort of timber door with mesh on there, so we don't have to keep on rolling it up. We can just open the door and go in. So there's going to be videos in that, but that won't be till next year now. This was inside the greenhouse before, as well as that black bed there. That one we did buy, but we never used, but we have unboxed it now. So there's just going to be nice 2 little flower beds either side of that door. This is going to stay out here. And then, yeah, this is Rachel's garden where she's actually growing all of the flowers for the wedding next year. Yeah, a lot of this is all dying now, obviously. Some flowers came very late this year. We did have loads across here, but yeah, they're all starting to go now. Obviously they have seeds in them, so we cut the heads off and leave them out for the birds. Now, we have... Oh, we did have water in the well. It's now gone again. Oh, the mystery behind this well and what I'm going to do with it, I do not know. But yeah, it was very experimental, the garden this year. Yeah, we've learnt a lot. But Rachel did do a great job, and she did grow some amazing flowers. This is a lovely rose bush. Can't remember the names of them. There's another one here, and these were absolutely tiny. And then just this year, how much they've been able to grow in between all of the trellis is amazing. Little sunflower. Rachel is on a meeting now. I'm sure she would have loved to have brought you around all of this. But yeah, we still do have some late little bloomers. I think that one there wasn't meant to actually flower this year. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that will be able to identify all of these. Yeah, I mean, considering I think we've had maybe 1 day of frost at night. Yeah, some of them are just stunning. So yeah, we're going to have some beautiful flowers next year. That's for sure. Yeah, what's she got in here? Oh yeah, she's been getting on the onions. White onions, red onions. Victoria Cross poppy. Alright. Onion, pink poppy. That is just mulch, and that's why it's been put to bed. And this here, and that mud pile down there, that's all thanks to Heimdall. Yeah, you throw him a ball and he will chase it and tear up the ground. Now, there might not be a video next week, I'm just giving you a heads up, and that is because we've got a lot to do. Yeah, we've been struggling with mud, as some of you did warn us, and so we are getting on it now and trying to sort it out. So let me show you. Now, the only thing that's going to be able to show this is the gate. See how much of a slope we are on. This is very slopey. And what we are doing is we've done one pass of like raking all of the like top of the mud off. This is the mud pile. So yeah, we are going to go across it again, and then we're going to put type 1 MOT down. Now I know a lot of you are going to be like, you can't put type 1 MOT on mud. That's why we're raking it back. This is just the first step. However, with a fork, you start poking it and you are hitting some sort of hardcore straight away. So there isn't a lot of mud on top of this. I think maybe 1 or 2 more passes and we'll get the majority of all of the loose, wet mud off. And then we're going to put the type 1 down and just, again, temporary. I keep on saying temporary. It must be annoying a lot of you, but this is the way that the process is going. Just this area, just so we can park the truck, turn it around and go back out. That's all we want. So I think we've got like 8 bags to put down here. 800 kg bags of type 1 MOT. We're going to put down MOT down and then whack it down. And I think coming into next year, that's when we're going to probably make it a bit more nicer. So yeah, the next week, in between the rain that we're probably going to be getting, we are going to be working on this, and then this will be probably the next video. What I have done for now, this was the lowest point, and we had a big puddle here. So all I've done is just made a little channel, put some stones in it, just as like a little sort of French drain, and it just goes into the old septic tank. So yeah, for now, that is our solution. See what I mean? It's really not that far until you are hitting solid ground. Right, let's go and find that bloody grounding rod. Right, so on the other side of this wall is where the unit is. So I want to try and get a rod point here, but ooh. I feel like we're just hitting foundations here. I mean, nope. Oh, bugger. Promising. It ain't straight. I'd call that in the earth, wouldn't you? Still going. Alright, that is... It's just bouncing back now. So that's going to be it. Lovely. Right, I bought a little clip for it. Right, okay, I think I've done it. That was not easy. So this is now earthed. This is our earth. There's nowhere else on here that I've found where you should earth it. So I'm assuming I have done the right thing. And where the 240 and 230 come in and out, it is earthed. Let me know if I've done that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that should be fine. I know on some appliances you'll have just a random earth somewhere, which is obviously connected to the metal frame of it all. Can't find that anywhere, so I'm assuming that's fine. Right, excuse this next part, but I did mess up. I brought something that was wrong. I bought this connector, and yeah, that just wasn't long enough. I couldn't remember the diameter of the earth rod, so I thought, okay, I'll get a big one so it's sort of universal. But yeah, obviously I need to go and get a new one of those. So I just doubled it up, basically, cut it off because it was all the way up here. So yeah, just whacked that into the ground as well, and popped that on. So there's both of the earths, because the other one is fed inside, so I didn't have to put cables on the outside, which I liked. Comes underneath here, and yeah, I have connected it to this nut, which is obviously connected to all of the uni strut underneath. I did check online and it says that you can connect it to the uni strut, so it grounds everything. And I've also grounded the metal roof as well, so hopefully this is now all safe. But as always, please just pop it down in the comments down below. I have no problems with people telling me if I've done something wrong. I'd rather know. So yeah, let me know. I will change that clamp. I know, like when I've seen it in households and they connect it to like a copper pipe, like a 15mm copper pipe, it's kind of like a Jubilee thing that just goes around it. If I can just do that, I've got plenty of Jubilees, so yeah, just let me know. Well, I've got the door on, just got it on some gate hinges, very small ones. And what I've just done is put some vent holes right at the top. And I've done it so it's on the other side, so no dust from this side is hopefully going to go into here. Now I was going to put some vents in the bottom of this as well, but there is actually ventilation from underneath anyway. And again, once we've got like a new battery in there, then I'll be able to find out exactly where I want the new vent holes. And in my collection of random bits and bobs, I know that I've got some handles and some latches, which I'll probably throw onto here as well. But for the time being, that's all good. And I'm actually going to wrap the video up here because we have got a lot of work to do. And, well, there's the sun. So we've got a break in the weather. So I feel like today we're probably going to go and tackle all that mud. So yeah, thank you all for watching this week's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.